Down! Set up! 22, water! Ready! Here we go, set! Drum! Set, go! Banner! 180! Space 27, jump! 20!
Said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Vols will kick it away first. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball... is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Volunteers will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll leave it with the lone back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Tennessee.
Ball is at the 41 as his defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Unloads to the wideout. Zips it out to his man.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man in the middle.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
The Vols are flying down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Vols will hustle to the line. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Makes the grab. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, and keep this drive rolling.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll give it to the back. He's in open space downfield. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Volunteers heading quickly to the line. Little touch pass to the receiver. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
And the Volunteers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers!
You know, know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Clemson is ahead early in Death Valley, but that's not exactly Trevor Lawrence out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Kansas State. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So here is the Tennessee offense. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, the offense is trying to make it look like runs, so they play fake, and the tight end, he comes right out of his stance, vertical downfield, gets one-on-one with a much smaller DB, and is able to make the catch for a big gain.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Running to the left. Finding an escape route. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's just kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown Vols! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. And those hairy Dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the Dogs do.
Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the run. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because the first down you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Bully ball on third and short. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. He wants to take the top off. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. So now it's second and long. Now the play fake. Slings it downfield. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Now facing a third and long. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Snap of this drive will come from their own 32. The give to the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Makes the catch, it's Lewis.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple yards there.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Vols will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And the returner goes down. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Ready up. He's looking to pass. Throws for the tight end. Finds his man. It's Barber. And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Dogs are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Hoover. Going for it all. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, you see the offense trying to hook up on that in route, but the receiver just not able to create enough separation to complete that throw.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. They'll try the run. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. And the Vols will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Taylor. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in.
Turning it on! He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Trying to escape and get it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Punt is on its way. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Give to the running back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Here's a heat. Working on the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the...
Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after they play up top. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually alone.
Touchdown, Georgia! And here they come almost all the way back. The AT unit on the field.
The best running backs are the guys that can just snip out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. And this big orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Hendon Hooker had an unbelievable run. They find that guy, man, their offenses have been so hard to stop.
And the Volunteers want to move quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Got it in the middle, it's Lewis. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Under fire. Skips away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Hauls it in. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Well, jet sweep pass. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the right side.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. Oregon State has the lead right now, but this Reser Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 4 over Cal. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And the Vols will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Leaves it with the running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
To the air. It's St. Clair. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll throw it. He's got it on the move. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, man.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got a man. It's Taylor. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got it behind the line. It's Frazier. There he goes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
That's reeled in. It's Frazier. And eventually taken down. But what about that spin move? Gives him the 1st down yardage.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him. And he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
To throw, it's Hoover. Under fire. Forced out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
With the run on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Might be changing the route. Trying play action. Going for 6. Touchdown Bulldogs! Fitted in the window for the score.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy push and catch.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying to get the edge on the right. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Tennessee.
The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Volunteers are rolling down the field. On the ground, it's Lewis. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes a stop.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that next play.
Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
I got to be honest, I don't know if I've ever seen a defense contain this quarterback the way this defense has in this game today. Multiple sacks. They have been so disruptive. Multiple guys up front winning their one-on-ones, and you got to give the D coordinator a ton of credit. He has dialed up the perfect plays in the perfect moments, and they have made this guy's life a living nightmare today.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete to the left. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
I'll say this, not a lot of coaching staffs out there would want to go for it on 4th down with the lead here late in the game, but they're going to stay aggressive. They just believe in their own players to go out and execute, and they did it right there.
Looking for space, it's Lewis. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Vols moving quickly to the line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Tennessee.
Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. Toss sweep to the right. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up.
Touchdown ball! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day, but he's not there yet. But, man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. To the air, it's Hoover. Lets it fly. Complete to the right. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Fires left. He's got an open man. Turning on the Jets. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Breaks the tackle. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Dogs! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
First and goal, Tennessee.
And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. DB's right up on the receivers. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
it.